chicken, hanging the lights and the star on the tree. These are a few of my favorite things. Watching my uncles play spades at the table, singing with Eartha, asking for a sable, waiting to see what gifts grandmother brings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Hey, welcome back to another dope episode of On the Scene. I am Maubra Foster, your director, producer, and host for tonight. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. But without further ado, I want to introduce my guest tonight, the Chicago's own, let me put it this way, Chicago's own jack of all trades, Christal Luster.
Oh, you're too kind.
How are you, girlfriend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yes, you look beautiful,
Thank you.
always.
As do you.
Thank you. So what's going on?
Oh, what's not going on? Just busy. This has been a really busy season. I think just more productive than I thought I would be, which is a great thing.
Right.
It's time consuming. I'm exhausted, but in a good way.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But you're killing it, though.
Thank you.
Okay. So let me give you guys some background. So I met Christal on the set of a movie that's coming out. Shout out to Jalen Knight. It's called, Poupée?
The Pup.
The Pup. Okay. It's The Pup.
Series.
Jaylene, shout out to you. So I met this beautiful actress. But I didn't know that she had some other trades going on until I read her bio. So first of all, let's talk about that. Why don't you tell everyone what you do?
That is always a fun question to answer because I do a lot of different things. So I am an actress. I am a director, screenwriter, singer-songwriter. I'm a published author. I'm a speaker. I'm an entrepreneur, a content creator. I help other small business owners. I've worked with some major brands as well, but I work with primarily small business owners to help them create and curate content to help elevate their businesses. But yeah, I do a lot of different things, mostly all in the creative fields though.
Wow. Okay. How do you find time for all of that?
You know, I sleep when I can. And I don't know, honestly, God just gives me like every day just enough energy to get done what I need to get done, because it is a lot.
Right.
It's a lot to manage, and it's a lot of time management, but somehow I get it done and still keep food on the table for my husband.
There you go.
And some clean clothes. So we're doing good so far. We're doing
and then
good.
Still look as gorgeous as she does.
Well, thank
now,
you.
I know some of you guys are asking. Yes, her last name is Luster. And you want to...
So yes, the famous Luster family in the Chicagoland area, that is my family. So a lot of people who know me know that my dad was the first S-curl man. Shout out to my father, Stephen Luster Sr. He actually started his own company called Clintex back in the 80s. And then my siblings and I took over and relaunched a new company called Essations. And so shout out to Essations and Naked by Essations products, which keeps my hair wonderful.
Nice.
And so, yeah, my family, all facets of it, are involved in the hair care industry. And that's kind of how I got my start in production, believe it or not, because they needed content curated. And I was the youngest on the team, and they were like, Christal can do it. And I was like, okay. And so I kind of figured out there and served as the marketing director for a number of years. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And I have used their products, you guys. Good stuff. I lost my train of thought.
So we were talking about the Luster family.
Yes.
Where I come from, and my bio, my background. But yes, that is, the history behind the name. But I like to say that I am the shiniest person that you'll ever meet, because I am a crystal that lusters.
There you go. Okay. So true. Yeah. So on top of being an actress, okay, now you said that you help small business like level up.
Yeah. So because of the nature of business that I've been in with my family and just watching them grow over, the span of my life, like I literally grew up in a warehouse. My mom told me 3 weeks after I was born, she brought the crib to the warehouse. And that's kind of like where I grew up. And so I've watched the inner workings and every facet of small business. And I really have just a heart for small business owners because they grind like no other. It's not like, huge, big, corporate companies. But they still have the corporate feel because they are legitimate companies. And so what I like to do, I feel like my expertise is kind of a intersection between corporate and creativity. And as an actress and as a creative, I know how to really bring in that vibrancy that we look for in the creative field, but then I also understand that line for professionals, because you can't just do anything with creativity and creative arts. Anything goes. But in corporate, you still have that fine line that you have to kind of stay on and stay behind to still be considered legitimate and still be taken seriously. And so my specialty is finding that intersection and helping my clients who are business owners understand how to produce content that pushes them forward to their target market without kind of, losing sight of the corporate and losing sight of the creativity as well. So I coach them through how to talk to the camera, how to bring their personalities out. I'll film for them, I edit, I put together campaigns and help them push them out. I've done websites, I've done series. One of my clients is a makeup artist. Shout out to Rashonda Lynn Beauty. I developed her course where she's teaching basic makeup application.
Oh, wow.
And so I filmed her course. She gave me an outline. I filmed it for her, edited, built the site so that she can push it out and sell it. And so, yeah, it's been really interesting just to see the growth of my expertise over the years and be able to cater to business owners so that their businesses can grow in the process.
That's awesome. What's the name of your company?
Christal Clear Productions, spelled like my name, Christal, Christal.
Okay. I'm going to have to talk to you about that. That's awesome. So are you, well, before I go to that, you're also a singer and songwriter.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you're doing all this. So, you're doing your scripts, you're helping your clients. Now you got to work on your singing career.
Yes. It's so funny. Singing kind of, I don't want to say it was on the back burner, but kind of was for a while. After my oldest sister passed away back in 2016.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a tough thing. And I wrote maybe one new song after she passed, and it was for her, and I've only performed it once in the last few years. And it's been hard to go from there. And I had a few different hiccups just with music. I felt like I had to be this artist that I'm not. People see a guitar and they automatically think, well, if you're a guitarist and you're Black, then you must sound like NDRE. And it's like, she's wonderful, but I'm not her.
Right.
She's not her hair. I'm not NDRE. I don't know.
Right. She's a great artist too.
And she is. I love her. I don't have her range. I wouldn't even pretend. But I've just been on a journey to figure out what I sound like and really just liking the kind of artist that I am and the kind of music that I produce. So recently, over the last few months, music has picked back up in a crazy way. It's kind of strange. So Mark Hubbard and Reggie Ayers, they own Next Showcase USA, and they put on a showcase. They just had their 4th annual showcase. So I did that. I'm an alumni. I did this for the 2nd time. And this time I told them, I'm like, I'm coming back and I'm doing this for me, not to impress you guys, but because I just want to have fun. And I performed there and I walked away with an opportunity that I have wanted for 10 years, which is to perform at So Far Sounds. And it's an amazing platform. And I got to do a show in the West Loop. And since then, a lot of other singing engagements have been popping up. And today I released a Christmas song, another Christmas song. This is my 2nd one. We sampled my favorite things, but I did a complete rewrite to really fit audiences that look like me, because
There
we
you
don't
go.
have a whole lot of Christmas songs that are uniquely for us that
That's
are
true.
considered classic. So
That's true.
this one I rewrote the song and I reworked it to fit our narrative, and it's a fun song. I'm really excited.
Well, I can't wait to hear it. Congratulations on that.
Thank you very
Now, that event you just recently had, I think I saw you posted about
Yes,
that.
yes. So the next showcase was the end of October, and the So Far Sound show was actually just a couple weeks ago.
Okay. See, you came back right at the right
At the
time.
right time.
See, what a blessing. And see, now it's now that you're back, you see the blessings, all those
Yep.
doors are opening. So
It's all in the right timing. I'm in
Right.
alignment for
yes,
sure.
congratulations on
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
So as far as the acting, any projects that you're currently working on right now?
Yes.
Outside the ones that, we did together.
We did, right. Actually, yes. So I just completed my first official script.
Okay.
And I will be filming my first short tomorrow.
Nice.
No, not tomorrow. Today's Friday.
Yeah.
I'll be filming my first short on Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm really excited. The project is called If Only, and it's just a
Okay.
different type of take on a Christmas movie. And I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be super ambitious and try to edit it next week to have
Okay.
it done by Christmas Day. I
Wow.
know, it's crazy.
So you're gonna film it and edit it yourself? Oh my goodness. Gosh.
Yep.
You're good.
I'm trying.
good.
We'll
Wow.
see. We'll see how it comes
Wow.
out. But I'm really excited about that. And then I have about 6 other script ideas that I'm working on to try to get done this year. 2022.
Okay.
And yeah.
Because we're almost done.
Right. Not this year. And tons of auditions, and I'm just constantly putting myself out there.
Wow. And hey, I mean, that's being an entrepreneur, being an actress. I mean, the grind is real. People just don't understand. And then on top of that, you have a family life too.
Yes.
It's how does your
not easy.
husband handle all of this?
It's funny. I never thought that I wanted to be an actress.
Wow.
At all. I never knew that this was the life for me. When I was a kid, I wanted to be the first singing surgeon. And I would do concerts in the OR while I was operating on my I was about to say my clients, on my patients. Turns out I don't really like blood and guts.
Okay.
So that's not a thing that I would be able to do physically. But for whatever reason, singing stuck. Medicine did not. I take my hat off to all, people who practice medicine. But after, so the conversation that I had, the last conversation I had with my sister before she passed, it was the Wednesday before she passed on a Monday. And I promised her that I would go after all the things that I wanted to do in my life. And I didn't know what that meant in the moment. But for whatever reason, a year later, I woke up one day and I was like, I think I want to be an actress. And my husband was like, no. He was not a fan at all.
Wow.
And like a lot of husbands are who aren't already actresses, married to actresses, he was just like, I don't want to see my wife on screen making out with some other guy. And I'm like, there are other roles that women play that don't involve
us having our clothes off.
Yeah, like you don't have to do that.
Right.
He's just like, well, that's all I see if you want to be an A-list actress. And then I was like, challenge accepted. I think I hear a challenge, and I believe that I can be an A-list actress without taking my clothes off. So let's do it.
Right.
He doesn't know that he set me up for that, so it worked out. And so from there, I tried out for a smaller, newer agency, and they didn't pick me, and I was all sad. I was so nervous. I remember that day I had butterflies in my stomach. They were like, no thanks. And I was just like, oh, okay. So a couple months later, I decided to try out for a bigger agency, and they signed me on the spot. And I was just like, okay, there we go. Got to try it again. And I hooked a bigger fish. All right.
There you go.
And things were kind of slow. And so it didn't really impact home life. But I have continued to grind. As you know, if you want to be an actress, especially in Chicago, you have to grind.
You have to grind.
I continue to do that. And things have been picking up, because one thing no one can ever say about me that I'm lazy. I will grind. I submit myself. I'm constantly auditioning. I'm constantly writing stuff to put myself in, whatever I got to do.
I don't think you have any room to be lazy.
I don't at all. It's just not, my mom... Josie knows who she raised.
Right.
And so as things have gotten busier and picked up, it has impacted home life. I had the pleasure of being on a set for 6 weeks this summer, and I was gone a lot. I think I probably only saw the inside of my bedroom probably maybe 4 hours a day to sleep. 4 or 5 hours if I was lucky. And it was a huge adjustment for sure. But my husband has been really amazing, just super supportive. He's come around. I think once he saw some of the things that I would produce and some of the, things that I would act in, and he saw how happy it made me. He has just been so supportive. He's done everything that he could to make sure that I had the space and the liberty to do so. So he's come full circle, and I'm grateful for it for sure.
Awesome. That's great. So what advice would you give, let's say, our young girls who wants to, do what you're doing?
So everything that I do, I want to do it to provide opportunities and platforms for young women who look like me.
There you go.
Obviously, I love all people. This isn't just a, Black only thing.
Right.
But I want to see Black people win.
Yeah.
Because as a Black woman, like, you don't know the struggle until you're in it.
Yep.
And we have a different type of struggle.
Yep.
And so what I would tell other young Black creatives is, number one, always know your why.
Yeah.
And your why has to be a lot bigger than fame or money, because if you're in it for the fame and money, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. Because there's a lot of thankless grunt work that takes you maybe to the fame or maybe, and you have to know your why. And that's why I would say my why is really to just serve as a step for the next person that comes up behind me, so that they can go further than I ever did. And
awesome.
Also just, having your priorities straight. It's important for you to know like what it is that you want to do, and figure out how to get there. Always be open to learn.
Yes,
like you never ever stop being a student. I tell people all the time, whenever I meet people, I am always a student. I'm always seeking to learn and to grow and be better and to know how I can help other people. Because you never know, like, if instead of going up and say, hey, I need this, why don't you give it to me? Why don't you go up and say, hey, how can I serve you?
Right.
That has opened so many doors for me. How can I serve you? People are just like, how can I serve you? Well, you want to help me? Sure, come on in. Let me help you. Like that opens up so many doors. And then just making sure that you are, this is a line that I live by. A lack of resources breeds creativity. So if you don't have it, if you don't have the money, if you don't have the connects, like, get creative, make it up, figure it out. There is always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Yes. Now you just have to figure out, where's your will.
There you go.
Those are the three things that I would share.
Man, those are good. Those are amazing gems right there. For people to connect with you, how can they get in contact with you?
All of my social media, my website, everything is Christal Luster. So remember, that's Christ, A-L, Luster. It's the shiniest name you ever see, a crystal that lusters. Everything is at Christal Luster.
I love it. Well, on that note, it was, oh my God, great talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
I did not know all about this with you from the day that I met you. I thought you were just a gorgeous, talented actress. But
so much more beneath the surface.
There you go.
There you go.
But I mean, you really dropped some great gems tonight. I salute you. I congratulate you.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear the new Christmas song. You got to make sure I get that so I can.
For sure.
So I can incorporate that in your
for
interview.
Sure.
But as a thank you for gracing my platform, I have a gift for you. I guess get one of my T-shirts on the scene.
Thank you. We're on the scene. I'm super excited. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Ooh, okay.
Front and back.
Yes.
Yeah. Us females, we like to have our stuff, blinged out.
Because I'm going to be shining.
There you go. It has to go with the luster.
There you go. It lusters.
Exactly.
I love it.
I have a question for you. What is your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, see right there? Virgo. Okay, see, Virgos?
We're here.
See, that's why we connected right away. We're go-getters. Okay, people, go-getters.
Get it done.
Yeah, we have like 15 jobs.
Right.
We grind hard and we don't stop. We barely sleep. But yeah,
Here we
See,
are.
that's why I loved her right away. You know, it's if y'all ain't a Virgo, y'all don't understand. You know, it's totally a Virgo thing. When's your birthday?
September 19th.
I'm September 1st.
Here we go.
My Virgo sister, y'all, I love her.
There we go.
But you know, thank you again.
Thank you.
for gracing my platform. You definitely got to make sure you come back and follow up because you got a lot going on.
Yes.
One other thing, if for actors and actresses who, you know, want to be a part of your project, where can they submit their stuff?
You can always reach out to me at Christal@CrystalLuster.com.
Okay, I'll make sure to put that in the comments as well.
For sure.
Congratulations,
Thank
hon.
you. Thank you. And thank you for having me on the scene.
Oh, you are so welcome. And always welcome. You family now, girl.
Thank you. Here we go.
So on that note, I forgot to plug our sponsor earlier. I want to shout out our sponsor, Ashonia Scott, who is owner of Essie Marie's Salad Dressing and Marinades. Please make sure you go and check out her website. It's www.essiemaries.com. Two of my favorites are the Tutti Frutti Sesame Ting and the Balsamic Basil. Stay tuned. We got more guests coming on.
Raindrops on roses, please, 'cause I'm keeping